going on YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with some brand new, hot off the press, or at least to me, hot off the press, Walmart comic book packs. I had heard that there were some out there in the Walmarts, and I decided to go check out my local Walmart, and lo and behold, they were there, and decided to go live to show these off. We've already got Luis Ramirez. What is going on up in the house? Luis, how are you this fine Friday, the start of most people's weekend? Hopefully you got a good one planned. I know I do. I plan on hitting up Pensacon tomorrow and seeing some folks from the YouTube community down there. What is going on? Big Dave loves comics. What's going on, Big Dave? How are you? So while we got some folks filtering into the chat, I wanted to go ahead and shout out my YouTube channel and Patreon members, the ever-growing list of people that are supporting the channel through the YouTube channel membership or Patreon channel membership. Both have their benefits, different benefits. If you're interested in joining either one, you can see the links in the description below. And of course, for the month of May, there is an additional benefit as well. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But also, are you getting frustrated looking for those hard to find comic books, especially those to fill those runs? Visit mycomicshop.com using the link to set up an account down below and check it out. Check it out. So also, in talking about the channel membership, this is the giveaway for the month of May. So this is a 9.4 CBCS slab of Uncanny X-Men 266 newsstand copy. And if you are a channel member and or a Patreon member, you get 5 chances to win that. And for every $1 of super chat that you give in any live show like this one, every $1 gets you 1 chance to enter to win. So if you're interested, again, that's how you can enter to win that. We've got 6 folks up in here. Appreciate you joining. And it seems like I'm the Walmart guy or something. It's just their easy access, and people seem to like watching those videos. Is the only reason I do it. Well, and I keep a couple of comics, but most of the time I just turn around and sell those back on the Saturday morning Cartoon Crew auction, which I will not be having this week on my channel. It will be on Shortbox Padawan's channel, so be sure to check her out because a lot of the crew will still be there. What's going on? How are you? Feel ailing as well. And yeah, these are brand new. And as y'all might already be aware, with Walmart Comics, the one on the front, Marvel has 3 per pack, and with the ones on the front is a Walmart exclusive of some kind. There's some kind of variant to it. It's not the one that you would pick up at your comic shop, even if it's the same cover. There's a little bit of a variance to it. For those, that matters too. And for others, it doesn't really matter. They actually read them or not so thrilled about having the Walmart variant, as it were. But some of these actually end up being desirable, like the Star Wars ones, which, by the way, I was able to pick some up because there are some new ones in this round. So first pack, what do we got? We've got the Immortal She-Hulk #1. This is a one-shot, and this is a variant edition. Hadn't seen the variant. I used to have the Immortal She-Hulk one, the Alex Ross, the Timeless covers. The story was okay. I mean, I was like, eh. I ended up actually selling it off, even though it was a decent Timeless cover. I didn't collect all the Timeless covers like some people did, but this is some kind of variant of it. Look at that. We've got Big Dave's collectible, or Big Dave. How do I keep saying collectibles? Big Dave's Comics, the newest member to the channel. And for that, we say, welcome to the team. Yay! Hooray! Hooray! Thank you, hooray, hooray. And so Big Dave, of course, is got the little emojis. And also for the month of May, he's also got 5 chances to win that Uncanny X-Men 266. So thank you, Big Dave Loves Comics. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. And all the channel members are also listed on my website, my YouTube page. There is a playlist for channel members' videos. where I try to promote the members of the channel's videos there. Dibs on the She-Hulk. Papa Wheelie says, "Hey man, I want to make it rain a little bit. Well, let's show Papa a little love. Papa making it rain in the right direction. Appreciate that, Papa. Dibs on the She-Hulk. It can be yours, my friend. You already got a box with me. So yeah, I can set that aside. Papa likes them thick. That's why he likes Tricky's mama. Tony Stark Iron Man #1. This is says variant edition, which doesn't really tell me much because Marvel's got a billion variants per thing. But this is not the current run of Tony Stark Iron Man, I don't believe. So cover's kind of nice. Not a huge Iron Man guy, but yeah, cover's kind of nice. And then this is the book that came with the Walmart pack, and that is Silk #1. I believe there are some regular copies of this, but again, if you'll look at the usually they're in different colors up here, if nothing else, for those Walmart first comics in the Walmart pack, the ones you see. Phil Ailing says, "Great Iron Man cover." Yep. Yeah, unless I say otherwise, these will all be in an auction near you or a giveaway near you. Who knows? So let's see what's behind pack #2. Okay, I've never had one like this before. Huh? Never had a sketch cover before. So this is Captain America #1. This is the Ta-Nehisi Coates, the current Captain America run. It's got the Alex Ross cover on the inside, so that's pretty cool. I've never gotten a sketch cover in there, and I keep these because when I visit the cons, and now that cons are actually becoming a thing again, I like to get them to do it. So, like if I wanted to do a Captain America, maybe a Bucky, Samuels, something related to Captain America, I'd like to do it on a related different comic. Luis Ramirez says, think that Iron Man has a first appearance. It might. I need to check that out. Now, okay, so this was a big book for a little bit, and that is Thor #6. This is the second printing. This is the wraparound cover that people were kind of specking on if that was going to be Thane or Thanos in Thor's vision there. Might never be nothing. For now, this book's kind of cooled off a little bit. But this is a splash page inside the comic, which that's what they've been doing to reuse those pages there. And then this one also has a copy of Silk #1 in it as well. Oh, Papa Will says, "I got dibs on the Silk." There you go, Papa Will. Hey, I'll talk with you over on the IGs, and if you legit want that, we'll get you the hookup there. So let's see what's in this one. Now, okay, X of Swords Creation. Now, I already have this comic and this cover. Wasn't a big fan of the X of Swords whole deal. I thought it was just way too drawn out. Something you could have done in 2 or 3 issues if you just had to do it. I'd argue that you really didn't have to do it. But anyway, but as far as Pepe Larraz's art, it's always solid. It's just I didn't think the story. I think it says Jonathan Hickman and Teenie Howard, but I think it's more Teenie Howard, which the Varegian Vigilante will attest that we all can do with less of her. So Guardians of the Galaxy #8. This is Empire Aftermath. Empire, another series I did not get on. I actually heard some mixed reviews on it. I was expecting nothing but negative reviews, but I heard some people actually say it was fairly decent. And sometimes when you have those low expectations and they actually do something, it's not too easy, not too hard rather, to pass up those low expectations. But this is Guardians of the Galaxy #8. Look at Rocket Raccoon there, trying to act all James Bondish. It's probably a martini shaken, not stirred. Then we've got Amazing Spider-Man. This is the King in Black tie-in. So, okay. Uh, Another Marvel series that I did not get into, King in Black. Way too many tie-ins. I didn't even really read the. Matter of fact, I have a King in Black of the series. I have number 2. And the only reason I got that was because it was an homage to Web of Spider-Man 32, where he's coming out, the Kraven's Last Hunt issue where he's coming out of the grave. It shows Venom doing that. Uh, anyway, so this is the one shot for that. So these are just got out, and already there was an Aliens 1 cover that I would have liked to have picked up, not for me, but just to resell. But they were already dinged up. I said, I'm not even going to worry with it. Already dinged up. So we've got X-Men number 15. Look at that, Steven Spock. Reflection. But yeah, so that's a have that one. Well, I might, because that's probably the A cover. It looks like the A cover. Dave isn't coming back after. Oh, okay, huh? They'll probably drop the character then, because there's been so many people on Guardians of the Galaxy teams over the years. I mean, they got a bunch of ones to pick through. And now that Marvel's got the rights back to the X-Men and Fantastic Four, they'll probably let the Guardians sleep a little bit after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So this is New Mutants number 1, the second printing. I was on the New Mutants title the first 8 issues or so. Then it was one up, one down, one up, one down. And I can tell you Jonathan Hickman was writing every other issue. And so I think the Hickman issues were decent, and then the other ones not so much. The art, let's see who did the art on this. Rod Reese. The art was okay. Kind of reminded me of Phil Noto. I mean, it's okay. It was just the story was just up and down, and New Mutants is fixing to get canceled. So then we've got Scream. This is the King in Black tie-in, the one shot. So Scream, introduced way back in the day, and if I remember correctly, not reused until here recently. Just one of those forgotten characters that Donny Cates pulled out of the woodwork. That's an In-Huck Lee cover, so that's pretty nice. Pretty nice there. Appreciate the 8 of you that are joining me, or anybody else that joins me after hours and watches this on the rewind. Appreciate that. Let's see what we got. I was just thinking to myself, there's no lenticular covers in there. What is the deal with that? Oh, yeah, that's about right. And that's what Magic has become known for. Okay, I haven't seen this one though. So this is Spider-Man. Let's see, Spider-Man versus Deadpool, and it's the lenticular of Craven. It actually kind of lenticulates pretty good there. So, I ain't seen that one yet. Thought I would have done seen all the lenticulars Marvel did for that. Then we've got Powers of X number 4. This is the second printing. I might keep this one just because there's really not a big market for it. I might not because I've got the first printing of this. Sometimes when you get packs like this or even a mystery box, if I don't think I could sell it really easy, I'm like, and I got room in that particular box, which I think I do, then I just say, I'll just keep it for now. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man 62. This is the new Spider-Man costume, at least for now, and we'll see how long that lasts. But you got a little tombstone action going on in here. This is the recent Spidey run. I dropped ASM probably. This is issue 62. I probably dropped it about 30 issues ago. It just wasn't. Just taking way too long to express who that character ended up being. Norman Osborn. Because I'm not going till tonight, so I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there all day tomorrow. Traveling Root Bear, appreciate you joining. Yeah, your D&D friends are down there as well. NOLA Comics, which, by the way, I'm going to be wearing a NOLA Comics shirt that he gave me the last time I saw him. And so it should be pretty easy to see. Sometimes if people are wearing masks, which I noticed some were and some weren't down there, sometimes it's a little harder to catch people, especially if they're bent over looking in the long boxes. So I think they're still going to be there tomorrow. Hope they are. Empire number 6. This is one of the action figure variants. These are kind of cool. It's one of those things that if it's an action figure or a character that I like, otherwise it's like, all right, this is overdone. All right, we've done this a million times now. So that this would be one of those. This is the Danvers, the Accuser. I guess they made Carol Danvers because Carol Danvers has to be everything, right? She has to be the Accuser. She has to be Stephen Strange now. Whatever. Then we got the Super Skrull. That we got her. Then we got Thor number 1, the 4th printing. Okay. I knew they did a lot of printings on that, and a lot of different covers, but I haven't seen that particular cover. So that was kind of cool. I have bought this series and put it in my PC, and then you go to Cull Books Out. It's like, let me get rid of these, and I've sold them Thor ones several times now. Then we got Star Wars High Republic number 3. This is, again, the Wal-Mart variant edition. So this is a copy is going into the PC, even though I have a High Republic number 3 A cover. Let's see. Yeah, they're there tomorrow. Okay, good. Let's see. My LCS is John Tyler Christopher's LCS. Never met him, though. He's got one of those SIGs. I mean, I would get it if I was there at a con and it was, not outrageous. I would get one signed by him. But he's got like one of these little scribble signatures. I mean, it's about yay big. It's not one of those that are real lofty, like Stan Lee's or Chris Claremont's, that you can say, okay, that's definitively theirs. It's just this little bitty scribble mark that I've seen. A lot of times you miss the fact that it's even signed by him. That don't bode well. Let's see what damage was done packing for this one. Hope it wasn't a big book. Talk about big books. If you've seen my video on the opening of that PGX 85 ASM 300 newsstand, CBCS has already graded it, and it's on its way back to me. So be looking next week for a video. I think Big Will is going to be on there with me again. We're going to rehash some of what we looked over with that video, and then we're also going to be looking at what it ended up coming back. So be sure to hit that bell notification so that you don't miss that. Now, this probably would have been a good one to sell had it not been damaged. So I just noticed if you see this little tear right here, the little board was actually here, and the little piece was flapped over there. I was like, oh, crap. Or Trumps. I missed that part. Sorry. Rise of Ultraman number 2, the variant edition. A not 9.8 copy of it. Then we got Marauders number 12, and this is the 2nd printing. Kitty going all Purple Man on us or something, because she, do I have Marauders 12? Let me see if I got Marauders 12. Oh, Lofty Signatures. Right, I got you. Yeah, some people want people to know that's my signature right there. So I don't have a Marauders 12, because Marauders, for is one of those titles that I was back and forth on. And so I picked it back up when the X of Swords came out, and so part 5 and part 6, I even got the Iceman Timeless cover there, and but I did not get 12. So all right, cool. Means this will be going in the PC then. Sweet. Then we've got another Star Wars High Republic number 3. So that will be going to a new home. Sell it. We should all take our. Yeah. He's probably, I don't know. Is he invited to the RNC anymore? For real. K Dog, yeah. K Dog came in the chat the other day and said, "You down with SCG?" I said, "Yeah, you know me." Oh, look. This looks familiar. That looks familiar. Hopefully the whole pack is not familiar. Okay, so we got In-Hook Lee cover of Empire #1. I've seen the Ron Lim one be down in here. I've never seen the In-Hook Lee one. I think this is one of those examples that there are many of these days, and that is that the cover far exceeds the inward workings of far exceeds the inner workings of this book. So it's one of those mini crossover events that was underwhelming. So I got another Star Wars. So I picked up all the Star Wars High Republics because let's see, they had one that had Yoda on it. If they had another Star Wars, I don't think so. That might have been the only one. But that one got pretty hot for a little while. I said, well, I'm just going to pick them all up. So I was one of those evil guys that picked up all of those books. There you go. Yeah. Need to watch Endgame. Get that fixed. That's right. Let's see. We are down to the last one. Oh, another sketch cover. Watch it be the same. No, it's a different one. Check that out. So, Civil War. Let's see. Civil War is this. Okay, so this is Secret Wars Civil War #1 variant edition. I think that. So Secret Wars, when they were doing Secret Wars, they had all the like Age of Apocalypse, all these various different universes. They were all going on at the same time, and so this was kind of the Civil War timeline, but a variant sketch cover nevertheless. And so one to keep in the PC just in case I found an artist that would fit with. Then we got Excalibur #1, the second printing. I've already got a #1. I got the A cover. And from the first issue, aside from Rogue and Gambit being in there, very underwhelming series. And so it was fixed to get canceled. So that was that tell you. All right. So what do you use to keep track of your PC on your phone? I use CLZ. I know there's some other apps out there, but you can actually use CLZ. There are 2 different subscriptions, but you can use it on the PC or use it on your phone, whichever one you like. So I started talking about Teeny Howard, and VV, he says, "Man, what's up? What's up? I want to hear about my favorite writer." So, what's going on? What is going on? How are you? I was talking about Teeny Howard earlier, and I said, and as Varangian can attest, that we can all do with less Teeny Howard. So we've got Ultraman, the Trials of Ultraman #1, and of course this is the Wal-Mart variant of that. It's funny because I bought a bunch of comics at Ultra. No, it wasn't. It was in a mystery box, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's something. Lo and behold, they announced they're going to do an Ultraman TV show, and that book shoots up. I sold it for cheap on one of my auctions. Like, go figure. So this is the Wal-Mart version. This is the Art Adams cover. This is the Wal-Mart version of the Trials of Ultraman. So that was 9 Walmart comic packs. 9 times 3 is 27. So you just seen 27 books. I don't know if CLZ is the best one. It's the first one that I came across that did everything that I needed to. And so that I had already started collecting comics by that point. So it was a chore to go back and start entering all that stuff in. So unless they were able to take the database that I've got with CLZ and cross it over to another one, or unless I was forced to leave CLZ, like they went out of business or something, I don't know that I would change just because of the amount of work it would take to key almost 9,000 comics into that thing again. Because I have like what I paid for it, when I bought it, where I bought it, who's it signed by, CGC or is it Raw? All that kind of stuff in there too. There is one that Comic Fu I saw him use, and it looked interesting because it actually had like the first appearances and stuff in there. But it's really whichever one probably that you just get used to, probably. I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. He said, "Oh man," he said, "15 hours." I always got jokes. Lisa Noble, another one of the channel members. Appreciate you stopping by, Lisa. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. 9,000 comics. Yeah, that's a lot. And then when you add on, I've got almost 40 pops that I keep boxed. The only pops that I don't have in a box are the ones that have sound because they were just too cool to leave in the box. But then you have all my action figures, which I probably have just as many action figures as I do pops. It starts to get a little hectic, but it starts to get a little hectic. But anyway, I also got these in today as well. These are not Walmart comics, but nevertheless, they're cool. And do that. Put that there. So the other thing that I have, so I ordered these off of Mike Mayhew's website. They went live on a Sunday, and I ordered them because I didn't know if they'd get gobbled up or not. Never can tell. I had ordered from his website before on a Bloodshot cover number 11, I think, that he had recently done, and got him to sign them since they're there. It's not that much more to get him to go ahead and sign them. And this is Star Wars, the War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. This is, of course, an homage to New Mutants 87. I like those homages to those covers that I collect, and that's one of them. And this, of course, is Boba Fett and the various bounty hunters. You got Darth Vader over here in the UPC place. And as per usual, they always give credit to the person they're homaging, Liefeld and McFarlane. And you got up here in the box, you got Han and Carbonite. So I thought that was real cool. And then he signed it for me right there. And there's a COA. Mike, you forgot a COA, dude. So no COA. And the other two have COAs. What do I say something about it? I don't want to be a butt about it. And I don't know that I'd ever sell it because really a COA is really just anybody can print up a COA. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could take that one right there and make a color copy of it on cardstock, and it'd be the same difference. I don't know. Then we got the Virgin of that. So I really didn't want. I was okay with this. Didn't have to get the Virgin of it, but the Virgin is kind of cool. And but in order to get this, I had to order the set of the three. So this is, of course, the same book, but you notice the yellow background because New Mutants 87, there is a second print. And so this is homaging the second print. And of course, I've got a copy of that too. So in order to get that, I had to get this. So because they were only selling the set of three. They didn't come with the Walmart receipt. But anyway, I don't know that I say anything. This one, so I noticed the COAs are the color of the book. So yeah, I mean, I could dummy up one just like that one right there and then not have to bother him with that. Okay, so got that from his website, and it was funny because I had emailed him and he emailed me back, assuming that he was whatever, that it was him and not an A going up under his name. He said he orders through a friend, he orders through Diamond, and so you have those little steps. And so I knew that this had already come out, and I was wondering what the update was. So the next day after that, miraculously, the book gets shipped. And then right after this one got launched, he did another one. And I was like, man, I wish I had known about that. I would have got them all at the same time. But I haven't ordered that other one from him yet. But in the past, to be honest, I have not been a huge Mike Mayhew fan. But he has been really. Oh, I know it was his Star Wars 13. There is a cover that looks like Star Wars Volume 1. Is it 68? That has the Origin of the Mandalore, that yellow cover. So he did one with that. And I was like, man, I really would have liked that one too. I know Papa Wheelie would have liked that G.I. Joe 275 Baroness cover that I got from him. I gave that one away on one of my Instagram giveaways. Let's see if he still got that Star Wars Bounty Hunters one. Did I jump the gun or did he already sell out on? Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, he still got them. So, oh well. You never know. The one time that you don't is the one time that it sells out. So what do you do? Then I got this from Beta Ray Jim. He was on somebody's channel. I think Creamer and Cash's channel. Amber over there at Creamer Cash Comics. I think he was on her channel. He's on he's like Cat 60. He's on every channel, and so he was over there. And this is the book that he put up. Princess Leia #1, Alex Ross goodness right here. Alex Ross goodness. I'm not going to apologize for the glare because Bub's Comics would get onto me. But yeah, Alex Ross cover for that Princess Leia #1. Really dope cover. And I got this, and it came with this, which is a signature of Chris Bartlett. I think that's right. Who is the voice of this droid in The Mandalorian. Signed it right here. It's also authenticated by Beckett, who is also CBCS, right? And then it comes with this little COA. They put this little sticker on the little deal, kind of like I think it's JSA that does like for Pops, authenticates Pop signatures and stuff. But he had done that. Now, incidentally, he was going to be at Pensacon, where I'm going to be at tomorrow, and then for whatever reason canceled. I think it was a scheduling conflict according to the list. But so ironically enough, go on the auction. They're putting this up. I was like, that's really cool. And of course, this book was cool too. So decided to get that. Problem with these, I don't know. It's like I'm not going to frame it. I'm not that big of a fan or anything. Where do you put it? I don't know. A growing list, like I was saying about those 9,000 comics a while ago. Woo! Where do you put them all? All right, so we got Joffrey. What's up? How are you doing? Lisa says, nice cover. Yes, it is very nice. And Lisa, appreciate y'all all for stopping by and hanging out here. Let's see how many of these Walmart books, these 27 Walmart books that I'm going to keep. We're going to keep this one right here, the Civil War #1 blank sketch cover, because you never know. Then we're going to keep this Star Wars High Republic #3, the Walmart exclusive. We're going to keep Marauders #12. This is second print, but I did not have a copy at all of Marauders 12, so I'm a run collector, and it just kind of works out that way. Let's see what else here. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep that one. One of Papa Wheelie's favorites. Let's see. Do I have the X-Men 15? That cover. I think I do. Yep, I do. That's what I thought. Then we got Captain America #1. This is the sketch cover of that, so that's one I'm going to keep. That's it. 3. So 1 pack out of 9 I kept. Of course, they didn't all come in the same one. What's going on, Manny, up in here station? What's up? What's up? And so for those of you who are channel members, Lisa, I don't know if I was able to add you as a moderator. Let me look here, because what I do in particular for the channel members, I make them moderators, and then that way they can drop their links in the chat. And that way, if they have some content that is going to be dropping, that they can drop their links and promote their channels. Off-World Adam, what's up? Okay, I did. Okay, I didn't. Oh, there you are. Yep. Cool. So Lisa, do you have a channel, or you? I know I see you all over the channel sphere. Do you have a channel? VV says, I also need to be moderated anyway. Do you have a channel where you put out content or anything? Because I normally put those in the playlist on my YouTube page, and so that people can visit my YouTube page and see all the channel members' contents. And YouTube's supposed to send me a notification when people drop new stuff, because I click the bell notification for all. Okay, only IG. Will you DM me to make sure I've got the right Lisa Noble on there? Because I think there's another Lisa Noble. But if you will DM me Southern Comic Geek, all one word, and that way I can give you a shout out anyway on Instagram or YouTube. So just to make sure I got the right Lisa Noble. And there was something else. This is what happens when you get old. You just forget stuff. I don't know. So we've got 13 people watching, 1 over on Twitch and 13 on YouTube. So appreciate everybody for checking me out on either platform. Appreciate that for sure. Hopefully everybody's got some good plans for this weekend. I know mine include going to a comic convention, so that's always good. Promote my OnlyFans. VV always dropping the jokes. Always dropping the jokes. Yep. So yep, more comics to sell over on the Saturday morning cartoon crew. That one's bigger than the rest of them. The Amazing Spider-Man's a little bit taller than the rest of them. Strange. So yep. So Manny, if you want to drop your channel link, feel free to drop any kind of channel links for any kind of pages we need to be checking out. It's always good when you're on a channel, because used to with YouTube, you could go over to the side and you could see those little 3 dots, and you could say, all right, go directly to the channel. It would open up another browser page. You wouldn't have to exit or miss out on what's going on the live feed or anything like that. But now they don't let you do that. Yeah, you wouldn't have that at all reading Teenie Howard, or even looking at her for that matter. But I digress, as do you. Um, So yeah, used to you could do that. So especially with YouTube and their new way of doing things, they're actually monetizing well, themselves. They're playing ads on people that are not monetized. And I guess the cynic in me believes that they are, for that reason, not recommending smaller YouTube channels as much as what they might have used to, even if the algorithm says that you would be interested in such content. Um, Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being cynical. I don't know, but just kind of think that. So when you're in a live chat and you got a chance to be able to drop some links like that, it's always good to drop the links. Check out that content because, as JB from Discovery Bay used to always say, "Hey, hopefully you'll find your new favorite channel today." And let's see. The Varangian Vigilante is at 488 Subaru's. Who Dat Comics? Hey, who Dat? Were you going to be able to make that Pensacon or no? I'm only going over there tomorrow, so that's why I'm live today. Uh, I know Nola and Sparks, they're already down there. We got a Manny who is already at 386 subs, doing that live content, doing those shorts all the time. Drop his link as well. And then who was Lisa only does IG. Pop, I'll drop yours in just a minute. Big Dave. Maybe I can do it this way. So, Big Dave, I made you a moderator. So, if you want to drop your channel link, because I tried to find, and again, going back to what I was saying earlier, I cannot find your YouTube channel by just searching for it. Yeah, man, dropping that Off World Adams thing. So, appreciate you doing that. Um, we'll ask Spider-Man related. Yeah, I did. I did. Won't be going to the convention. Huh. So we got Spider-Man related. You were asking about. I did pick up a Silk #1. Actually, got more than one of them. Then got Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the King in Black tie-in. Got Spider-Man versus Deadpool, which lenticulates to the classic battle between him and Kraven. Got Amazing Spider-Man 62, the Wal-Mart variant of that. So, yep, several things that were Spidey related. Yep. So, yeah, those will be visiting an auction near you fairly soon. Let's see if I can do it this way. Channel. I can do it this way. Look at that. Found it. So that is Big Dave's Comics. Go over there and check him out. Doesn't currently have any videos. Big Dave, if you're still in the chat, don't know if you plan on having any videos, but you got a really cool Dave Cockrum little deal of the X-Men for your avatar, but don't know if you plan on doing any videos in the near future. Joffrey says, great story tie on King in Black. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had done seen all the lenticulars by now, as many Walmart packs, because I wasn't collecting comics when those comics originally came out. But as many comic book packs as what I've opened by now, you would have thought I've done seen them all. I've seen plenty of the Captain America one that homages the Iron Man one. I've seen plenty of that one for sure. Let's see who else we missed here. If anybody, Will, appreciate you joining. For those of you who might have just came in, we've got this is the ones. Yeah, Kyle Walker, fellow X-Men collector, right there. I figured Kyle was already at 1,000. I figured he was already at 1,000 by now. So yeah, check out Kyle Walker. Has a cool accent. A lot of cool X-Men books too. So this is the one book, the second book that I'm keeping. Third book and fourth book. So 4 books out of the 27. Kenneth Bird, what is going on, Kenneth Bird? How are you doing? Also got this in from Beta Ray Jim, aka Beta Ray Jewelers. He's been having a lot of Mark Jeweler variants lately. But this is, I think, a Chris Bartlett signature, guy who did the voice for this droid there in Mandalorian. And it is authenticated by Beckett Services, who is the same company as CBCS. And talking about CBCS, who dat? I've got my grade back on the ASM 300. Maybe you'll be able to join this time. I know you had some issues last time with your phone or the internet. Somebody hit your pole or something like that. But this is the other book that I got from Beta Ray Jim the other night. And so when was that I got this from him? Monday? And he lives in Maine. So, he's here and I'm way over here, right? So it's funny how the mail works, because I can get this timely, but then stuff like from the next state over, not so much. It makes 0 sense. And also got these in the mail from Mike Mayhew. This is, of course, an homage to New Mutants 87. This is the War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. It's also signed by him. This is the homage to the second print. And then I have the homage to the first print. And then the Virgin to the first print homage. So. Well, at least I didn't want to touch on that point. Okay, Hyper be touching all over that. Hyper be all over that. Yeah. So it'll be Monday or Tuesday of next week, because I fast tracked that book, because with CBCS you have a free 2-day fast pass. I think you have 2 of them with my membership, and I didn't know that. So CBCS, check that. You need to sell your stuff better. But Big Will told me that, and you write it in on the order form, and so when they get it in, they actually manually look at it and change it, which is an upgrade from CGC, because they ain't going to change nothing. But so it got shipped out today, so FedEx 2 days. So I'm assuming that it will be here Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, he done one that just came out that I'm thinking about getting. It's an homage to Star Wars 68, I think, which is the origin of the Mandalore. That yellow Volume 1 cover, really dope looking. Boba Fett there as well. So, also wanted to make mention of this right here, which is the giveaway for the month of May. So, how you enter to win? If you are a channel member, you get 5 entries. So, if you're a YouTube channel member, or if you are a Patreon channel member, you will get 5 entries. And of course, want to shout out those channel members, and including now Dave's Comics, Big Dave's Comics. Is also on there as well. And or you can do super chats and live shows like this. For every $1 super chat, you will get 1 entry to win this 9-4 first cover appearance of Gambit. Some would say first appearance, but we know better. And that's a newsstand copy of that. So if you're looking to have that in your PC and want to take a chance on that, then certainly feel free to do so. We got Freaky Louie up in the house. Yes, I did. It just went live, didn't it? I think it just went live. Hopefully they ain't already sold out. Because they did a shattered variant of the TMNT #1, and I had to buy it secondary. I mean, by the time I got to it, they had sold out of them. So, Lisa Noble, who is a channel member and already has 5 chances, says she's going to throw $2 extra in, or 2 extra chances, of which I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then, of course, we've got Whodat says, and then this guy, he's always winning big books. Whodat throws that dollar in the ring and says, dollar, dollar, make you holla, and we'll do a little reverse rain for that dollar too. So, and Papa Wheelie says, just mail me that slab. Make it easier, right? So, this is the label that I got off of that ASM 300 that I got in. Just to remind folks about that. So this was a 8.5 according to PGX, white pages, ASM 300 newsstand. So next week on my channel, I will be showing off the CBCS grade. You'll see if the page quality was the same. You'll see if the grade was the same. And so be sure to click that bell notification so you don't miss any of that. Yeah, thank you for dropping Louie. Look, live from Newport, it's Freaky Louie. So, yeah, Freaky Louie always got the jokes and the improv and man, it's so crazy. Dude, it's crazy, man, crazy. Matter of fact, I'm got this right here. I think I do. Oh, I didn't realize I had these boards and bags right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thought I'd move those. So Freaky Louie. So, so this was something that Freaky Louie sent me. Pinky and Brian. Gee, Brian, what about that not? I guess they're going to recite Hamlet, Pinky. So, then also Uncle Scrooge. See, this is Freaky Louie. You know, this is what he does in his spare time. Aside from making videos and acting like he's Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, he's diving in that dollar bin full of dollars he's doing that he's got. And he also did this right here. Guess keeping with the Monopoly thing, right? So, and he also did me this little note right here. So appreciate Freaky Louie. Appreciate the channel members up in here. He also sent me some more books besides that right there. Those are the ones I have right here. For some reason, I think I'm trying to figure out where I can put those. This is what it is. Anita and Ollie's. Dang, you don't got an Ollie's near you? What are you looking for at Ollie's? You just like the idea of looking at Ollie's because there are some cool finds to be had at Ollie's. I had that long Batman Long Halloween book that I gave away on, I don't know, I gave it away sometime or another. Forget what I gave it away for. But I got that from Ollie's. That omnibus that I gave away for something for Guardians of the Galaxy, that I got from Ollie's. There was a Jack Kirby book that BLC gave away. They had that at Ollie's. I've got several things from there. They got a lot of cool, things to get on the cheap, especially like if you're just wanting to read some stuff and you still like to read it paper. They got a lot of the graphic novels, but they got some other books too. Flash by Night, another one of the channel members, he got Kanan #1 from there. He said it had some spine text, but it was still a Kanan #1, and that's a pretty decent book. Also seen another guy on Instagram. He got Kanan is it 4 is the other big book of that series. He got that one. I was like, dude, you got the find right there. And that book, especially if you can get it up at a 9.6, 9.8, you're talking about some really decent money. And they were like in those mystery grab bags. But those mystery grab bags are like generally like this. In other words, they're not tight like the Walmart packs are. Like the Walmart packs, you can't really look and cheat and see what's in there. But the mystery grab bags are like that, so you can kind of look and see. And so that's what I do. I go in Ollie's and I'll be looking, okay, is this something I want? Is this something I want? And I go through it. So, I'm like, I'm fixed to find if I want to waste my money on this, right? Yeah, Kenneth Bird, appreciate you for joining us as well. And but be sure to hit that bell notification so that you don't miss when I go live like this, which for the month of May, will give you a chance to enter to win that Uncanny X-Men 266 or just hang out, and that's cool too. And shout out to all the channel members, whether you're in the house representing or if you're not, stationed to you anyway. So, Manny, I think aren't you going live? Is it tonight you're going live? I know I clicked on something. I got a notification for something, and I thought that I had thought it was for tonight. But yeah, everybody check out Freaky Louie too. He does this crazy show. Well, he does more than one, but I'm just thinking about the one like the live from Newport. Let's see here. No, I saw the one you did yesterday, and then you got one for the 26th. That's what it was. So the one for the 26th, I already popped in on there and gave you a thumbs up. That's why I saw it. Another one of the channel members, Nick's Kicks and Comics, one of the newer channel members, has a thing called 3 Up, 3 Down. Episode 6 is over on his channel tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time. So 64 minutes from now. Go ahead and drop his link in the chat. Go check him out. He's at 181 subs. So if you hadn't already checked out, look, and he also went live today, showed some of his some wins he got, and come back with a huge Grail book. That's all I'm going to say. If you weren't in the chat, you didn't see it, ain't seen the go check him out. Give him a sub. Give him some thumbs up. Show him some love. One of the smaller channels in the community. Freaky Louie says, I had to scoop up those Walmart packs too. Yeah, you know it, man. You know it. Look, you can find some gold every now and then. And they've got some big books. I'm trying to think of the biggest book that I've gotten out of a Walmart pack because I've opened. If you check my channel, you'll see I've opened a lot of Walmart packs. The biggest books are the ones that are on the front. The Strange Academy #1, the Thor #1 with Beta Ray Bill on it, the Ron Stegman cover, the Knights of the Old Republic #1. Those #1s were probably the biggest one. The biggest one I got on the inside was Spider. It was a Ghost Spider. It was a variant cover. That one was a decent sized book, but got some decent stuff. Decent stuff. Aggressively relaxing, met his goal for Kickstarter so he can draw his comic. Got to go. Still having a line when I get out of the store. Be back. Man, appreciate you. Probably won't be, depending on if you're shopping for the wifey or just grabbing something to drink. But probably won't be because didn't plan on going as long as I did. But we are at an hour, folks. And again, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. One of the newest ways that you can support the channel and your so you sent your Thundercats off, Papa, to CGC. Did you fast track it or did you just send it regular? Because if you just send it regular, you'll see it next year. T-Pain up in the house, aka T-Claim. What is going on over in Georgia? Did you were you able to convince your wife to go to Pensacon this weekend or no? But yeah, let me know, Papa, if you plan on going to, or if you just send it regular or not. But yeah, let me take that off so it'll show it. If you have not ordered from mycomicshop.com before, it is a very easy to navigate website which you can find, especially those harder to fill runs, that one issue that's not really worth a lot, but you don't really want to pay. They got a big selection of books, not just run fillers, but big keys as well. If you ever see mycomicshop.com as the seller over on eBay, it's cheaper to go over to their website and buy it because they're not having to pay eBay fees. If you've never set up a mycomicshop.com account, if you use the affiliate link below, it does help the channel. Sad emojis. Sad emojis. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, it's going to be good. T-Pain. I know several folks are already over there, and I asked them, I was like, "Well, hey, what's it look like? What's it look like?" And they haven't answered me. So I don't know if that's because they're so busy digging in loan boxes, or if it's too sad to talk about. eBay. That's right. Okay. Well, if they fast track them, you should be okay. If it's like regular, you can hang that up. And hopefully CGC doesn't send you hairs from wherever they might come from, like they did for me and other people. Hopefully it comes back normal. But yeah, man, that could be a big book for you. Hopefully you see a big game. I know I sold that, which I sold the set, and it was about a mid-grade to BLC. He bought the whole set of Thundercats from me, but I had a Thundercats #1 I sold on IG, and you know, people were on IG saying, "Dude, you sold this for way too cheap." Probably did. I sold it. Seems like I sold it like the week after the announcement, so things were really, really hot still. Uh, and I've been on this nostalgia kick for a little bit, so I've been going to and picking up stuff like Transformers and Mask and Thundercats and Silverhawks. I hate I sold my Silverhawks one because now I gotta go find another one. So I know, right? I don't know. I did not check out the mitochondrial DNA on it to see if it was or not. Maybe no. Yeah, so hopefully it wasn't, and hopefully your label's correct and all that kind of good stuff too. Because they say they're hiring more people, but they're still having a bunch of issues. If you hadn't checked out Two Brothers' video on that, it is pretty funny. I got featured in their first video where they switched up my Werewolf by Night 32 and my Tomb of Dracula 10 labels. So there were some other ones that were a lot worse off than me. But hey. So appreciate everybody for hanging out. If you have not, as I mentioned, checked out mycomicshop Please do so. Also, shout out again to the YouTube channel and Patreon members for supporting the channel in such a way. And also visit gocollect.com for all your collecting questions answered and interesting articles for free. FYI, I do not work for gocollect.com. I had somebody in the community ask me if I was. I do not. I do use their services, and I am one of what they call an ambassador for what that's worth. But get even more information with a paid for membership, in-depth analysis, etc., etc. Hopefully, everybody is planning on having a great weekend. If it's just chillaxing at the house with the fam, or if it's going out there digging through some long boxes, or catching up on that reading list, whatever the case may be, everybody stay safe out there. Until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.